years old and am currently getting through my senior year of high school. This is the story of how I met my 6-year-old self when I was 13. Well, not exactly. 6-year-old Nanami did not travel in a time machine to come see me. This story begins with a field trip to a leadership conference that I went on with my middle school ASB. Just an average morning in the year 2019, I sat on the bus, taking vlog videos with my friends. Hello, we are on a bus on our way to a leadership conference, and we are playing this card game. It's called Exploding Kittens. At this point, I did not know that this day would be a day that would completely change how I view myself and what my definition of maturing would be. During this conference, we all got to attend different workshops that we individually felt interested in. But before everyone went their own ways, we were all told to gather first in the main hall to listen to the opening ceremony. The last section of this opening ceremony was a word by an inspirational speaker who, unfortunately, I do not remember her name or her face, but I do remember her voice and her words. As she stood on the stage, she told us, "Close your eyes and imagine in your head a 6-year-old child, and that child is you. They are about this tall, and they are standing right there, looking up at you. So, when I closed my eyes and met 6-year-old Nanami, she looked up at me with the biggest, shiniest eyes of hope. And what came to my mind at that moment were all of the things that I wanted to tell her. You are going to meet so many wonderful people. I can't wait for you to meet them in the years to come. You will play Exploding Kittens with them. You start involving yourself in the school's ASB. You discover that hobbies like singing, acting, dancing, performing make you feel so much joy, it makes you lose track of all time. But of course, there are things that I don't want to tell this 6-year-old. The moments of failure she's going to experience, the many nights of emotional breakdowns, and the people that she will lose in her life in the upcoming years. This innocent girl standing in front of me doesn't know yet of the feeling of being overwhelmed or stressed or exhausted. Like you are driving on a long, never-ending highway without any exits to rest, and you're just forced to keep pushing on the accelerator and keep looking forward. She'll have some nights where, after a long day of checking off tasks on her to-do list, she'll sit at her desk looking from laptop to textbook to worksheet. She looks out the window and it's pitch black, and she looks at the clock and it's already past 3 a.m. and she still has this many things to do. And she'll have some nights where she finally gets to sleep at 5 a.m. to wake up in 2 hours to repeat the same process. This innocent girl standing in front of me doesn't know what it is like to be bullied in school by 2 girls who used to be her closest friends. She would get taunted at for the clothing she wore, how she did her hair, and suddenly, one day, the 2 girls would just run off to the playground without her, holding hands, skipping across the blacktop, leaving her alone sitting at a lunch table. They spread fake rumors about her, things like, "I heard Nanami saying she doesn't count you as her friend anymore." Nanami said she doesn't need friends like you. Were enough for some fourth graders to build completely fake images about her, causing anger and betrayal in friendships that she did nothing wrong. After coming home from school every day, the first thing that she would do after taking her shoes off was cry. This innocent girl standing in front of me doesn't know how little time she has left with her grandma. She doesn't know that her future self, after many years, still tears up every time when remembering the last hug that she shared with her in the hospital room in Japan. How soft her skin felt, and how weak but warm her smile was at that moment. Her future self, after many years, still goes back and reads through, over and over, the emails that she sent and received from her a couple of years ago, just when her illness was first discovered, and we all had high hopes of her recovery. One of the emails said, "I'm feeling a lot better now, so the next time that you come visit me in Japan, I want to cook some good food for you and your brother." And all of the emails end with, "Mata aimashou ne." We will see each other again, which meant a lot to me to know that even though I was living in a different country than the rest of my extended family, there would be some day in the future, maybe in a year or two, that I would get to see them again, to see her again. The next time that she saw her was in a hospital room in Japan, where we exchanged our very last hug. In 20 years, when I am 38 years old, 38-year-old Nanami will look back at me now and reflect on all the things that will happen to 18-year-old Nanami in the next 20 years. Things that I can't imagine for myself right now, but things that did happen and are true in history for 38-year-old Nanami. Who knows? Maybe between now and 20 years, I could be standing on Broadway. I could be a successful actor starring in many film productions. I could one day be answering interview questions on TV and say, "Yeah, well, when I was in high school, I did a performance for an event called Irvine Talks, and during it, I said that I might be on TV someday talking about Irvine Talks." Look at me now. 18-year-old me would be proud of me today. Or my life could be going a completely different route that I can't imagine for myself right now. I don't know. Nobody knows. But one thing that I've already decided for myself is that even if the chance of something happening is very small, even if it's 1%, I want to 100% believe in that 1%. And being able to believe comes with having perseverance, bravery, and a hardworking, passionate heart. Whatever I do in life, I want to make my 6-year-old self proud. The decisions that I make, the things that are in my control. I want my 6-year-old self to be able to proudly say, "Yes, that's 18-year-old me." So now, I would like everyone here to take a quick moment to close your eyes and imagine in your head the 6-year-old version of you. As human beings, we are all made of so many layers, and it is impossible to summarize someone in just one statement. We are all made of the challenges, risks, and pressures that we've overcome. The achievements, moments of growth, people, and the things that we pour all of our hearts into make up who we are. There are so many things that your 6-year-old self doesn't know they are about to encounter in life in the next couple of years. They wouldn't believe you if you told them about all the life stories that you have. But past those obstacles, you are here. So please give that 6-year-old a hug and tell them that you are proud of who they've become. Whatever I do today as an 18-year-old, I want to make that 6-year-old girl proud of who she's become. And in 20 years, when I am 38 years old, I will look back at myself right now. I will close my eyes, imagine the 18-year-old me, and tell her, I am so proud of you, and I love you so much. You wouldn't believe me if I told you what you will go through in life in the next 20 years, but I am here thinking of you because you make up who I am today, and I hope that you are proud of who I have become. I am so proud of the person I'm becoming.